There are three primary ways to get citation information into EndNote. This video will show how to import PDF files already on your computer. The first step is to organize your PDFs into one folder. You can have one level of subfolder to organize them by subject if that helps. Once you have your PDFs organized, move to EndNote. In EndNote, click on the File menu, then on Import. This is one area where there is a slight difference between a Mac and Windows. On Windows, you mouse over Import and choose whether to import a file, one PDF, or a folder, all the PDFs in a folder. On a Mac, you just click on Import, but you may need to make sure the options are showing. Browse to the file you want to import. I named mine PDFs, so it is easy to find. Once you have the import window open, make sure the Import Options box is set for PDF import. You can choose how you want to handle duplicates. EndNote can identify duplicate articles and can import all articles, not import duplicates, or import duplicates to a separate library. One of the preferences you can set in the Preferences menu is how EndNote identifies duplicates, so you have control over what fields are compared. I leave this at Import All. The text translation option is a bit more complicated. It is intended to translate citation information in another language into English. Because there are a number of standards that can be used for each language, it is complicated to figure out which one to use. Note that you must be online for this to work because EndNote actually looks for the DOI, or Digital Object Identifier, in the first 2 pages of the article and then goes online to find the citation information based on the DOI. When your options are set, click on Import. This process can take some time, especially if you are importing a lot of PDF files. When your PDF files are finished importing, you probably have some that look fine, but others that look very odd. Those articles that have an odd-looking title are articles that EndNote did not find a DOI for. They imported the PDF but could not find the citation information for the article. EndNote is not smart enough to read a file and figure out what is the author, the title, etc. So it puts the name of the PDF into the title field and will let you do the rest of the work. We'll look at fixing these in a moment. The articles that look better did have a recognizable DOI, and EndNote found the citation information on the web and imported it. Those are ready to go. Note that all the records have a little paperclip next to them, indicating that they have the PDF attached to the record. To fix those that didn't come in well, click on one. This will work very slightly differently on Windows computers, but will be basically the same. On the Mac, I can see both the PDF and the reference at the same time. On Windows, you will need to switch between the PDF and reference. I can copy and paste from the PDF to the reference, or I can type the reference information in if that is easier. Fill in the fields you will need for a citation, and you have fixed the record. One citation element that is important to look at is the author field. The author field can have the authors listed as either first name, then last name, or as last name, comma, first name. They must be consistent within a record, and each author must be on a separate line. You cannot separate authors on one line with commas or any other punctuation and have EndNote format your citations correctly. If this is too much work to fix the records that did not import correctly, you may need to go back to your databases and import the records straight from the database. There is another video on getting records from databases.